a lot of the cyber attacks we're seeing are opportunistic. So it's not that these adversaries are specifically going after food all the time, but it's just the nature of them using mass phishing, scanning for publicly exposed systems. They're just going to happen to come across farms. And we hear it all the time where, these small businesses will say, why would anyone take the time to attack us? We're so small. But they don't understand that they're going after everybody. If you have a vulnerable system, they're going to go in there and they're just going to cater whatever financial demands they want based on your revenue.
And if you can maybe drill a little deeper on what that risk profile looks like. So you mentioned OT and industrial control systems,
right.
and that's potential life-death sorts of scenarios, but also IT with ransomware, and the numbers are staggering.
Right.
They are jumping pretty high. So if you want to maybe give a little snapshot of what that risk profile looks like.
Ransomware, year after year, we're seeing a steady increase in it, which is definitely concerning to us. And I think it was 212 attacks against the food and agriculture last year, and this is large companies and small companies. What we're kind of seeing now, where historically we'd see the generic phishing, maybe they're going after a vulnerability that's popular. Now we're seeing them, as soon as a critical vulnerability comes out, they all kind of jump on the same vulnerability. We see the exploitation start. We see the proof of concepts where people design the actual exploit get posted online, and then we see all these ransomware groups kind of run through the different victims that didn't take the time to patch. So for a mature company, they're going to know about it. They're going to see the report. But for a small company, they might not even be aware that they have a vulnerable product, right? So there's going to be this large gap in time where, unless the vendor is telling them or their larger suppliers saying, hey, if you're using this, you need to patch it, then it might not happen until they have a cyber incident.